they lose this, they are out of the tournament. SkillCap will be advancing to the grand finals.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it's something that most people were maybe kind of it's expecting. We talked about it, but LGIM showing they have the ability to take this team down. These games are close. These games are intense, and we're going to see if they're going to be able to do it here. They're going to have to. They're going to have to pull out something special. Oops.
All right, so again, we're probably going to see some jousting. I mean, we've seen both these teams. I wonder if the LGIM is going to stick with going on Soda. Do you think that's the best target for them to be doing these huge deep freeze swaps onto?
I mean, I think what they're doing is actually really good. They're swapping between Talbot and Soda. They're not getting too caught up on either, and I think that the timings of it is really what's so important because so many people force the Barks in on Druid. They don't get back before it's up, so they're wasting their damage. This team is not making that mistake. They're forcing Shaman Rages. They're forcing Barksians, and they're doing a great job. But look at that. Once again, Talbot just going to sit through that Howl. He's not going to waste his Tremor. He's going to save that. There's the orb coming out immediately. It's going to be on Talbot and Channel. They're going to swap it up onto Channels, it looks like. He's going to be the target for now. Deep Freeze CC onto Soda, actually going to be turned into some damage. Now the coil on Channels, really kind of just mixing it up here quite a lot, but the Tranquility coming out there from Soda with the Solar Forest.
Soda kind of splitting up, being able to heal through that spread damage that MLS was just kind of splitting up the damage there. So he's going to be stuck in the Sheep right now, but not, comfortable with that. Great cross CC, Channel stuck in a Hex. MCS off of the Sheep. I'm shocking a little bit of trouble, but not too much. Again, this MLS is going to hover around the same, 60% health, but they should be fine.
Oh, look at the big burst, though, coming out onto Avenger. A little bit scary moment there. Yeah, he's going to be forcing the Ice Block as Talbot was just giving proc after proc after proc onto him, and just really putting out so much damage there. Avenger going to have to get it behind the pillar, going to have to get his Water Elemental out, but you can see this guy loves to play that setup. He's holding his Icicles. Once again, he always seems to have 5 Icicles. He's not wasting them on Lances when he doesn't need to, when it's just going to be kind of meaningless damage. He's saving it for the proper moment. I like this playstyle. Shockey doing a good job cleaning his team of those dots. Going to be able to get them stacked back up. But here's the Root Beam. They're going to go offensive onto Shockey, I think. But there's dots just coming up right now, and he's able to dispel them off instantly before the Hex. So really, Shockey just so fast with that he shut down the swap completely.
Yeah, I mean, and you can tell that the MLS, LGIM, does not want to lose this game. They're playing defensively. The whole team gated behind the pillar. But SkillCap recognizing that they can't let this team, gain any momentum. They're just rushing right in there right after them.
Yeah, and I think that is an intelligent way to play here for SkillCap. They want to dictate the pace of the game. They want to make the other team, make those hard choices, make those difficult decisions. Who do I heal? When do we go out? Are we safe? Are we not? So I really do like the fact that they are just trying to push the pace here, and we're going to see Nuker going to be feared off there. The Deep Freeze comes out on Channels. He's actually going to trigger that immediately, getting a little bit nervous as there was the MCS onto Soda, and I think it's not a bad choice. They're not even going to have to use Iron Bark or anything there, and I think Channels feels confident that he's not going to die, so I like the decision.
I definitely agree. I mean, I think that, just playing safe, he's got other cooldowns to live through that. I don't think he thinks that he's the primary kill target, so just kind of breaking up that damage, keeping their momentum. I mean, they're all just above 90% right now, looking very solid.
Yeah, and you can see Channel just constantly swapping those dots around, recasting the ways as much as possible as well here. He's going to be howled off. Maybe I have to sit through that. No, I think he is going to be able to get Tremored out of that, actually, by Talbot, it looks like. So going to be throwing that fear on Nuker now. And we are going to see the Root Beam going down once again. This one defensive here from Talbot. And, that's one thing they may realize is they don't actually need to get a kill. They can just win on a timeout, so they can play safe. But we do see the MCS onto Soda following up that Sheep, and they are putting a lot of damage onto Channels here. So Channels is going to be okay. I see, Talbot was there dropping the Healing Tide, and Soda going to be able to sit through that CC as a result of that.
And yeah, I mean, we see I'm Shockey playing extremely defensive right over here. He's just cleaning his whole team, dispelling UAs, LOSing everything. A great job defensively. What do you think, just taking even Gateway right now, but what do you think they need to do to kind of get him off of the pillar, get him as the primary kill target? What does SkillCap have to do to make that happen?
I think you want to put a Gateway down on the other team's Gateway. This is the team that's pushing the pace. When they're playing that defensive, you know that you're the one that wants to play on top of them. And, they're playing a little bit scared, and I think rightfully so. The Shadow Fury Howl going to come in, but yeah, replace that Gateway on top of it, chase him down, don't let him get away like that. And just kind of make him pay for it. If you can get them split up, it's pretty huge. You can get a Root on half his team after the Gateway, chase him down. Could be a 3-on-1.
And I'm Shockey catching the UA dispel right now. You know that they're going to be looking at him. Talbot has the beam on him. He could be in a little bit of trouble right now.
Definitely could. Here's the bash coming in. No MCS. The Healing Tide going to go down.
He's going to instantly trinket that, but he is caught into a short fear right now. I'm not sure if they're going to keep looking at him. They did get his trinket out of him right there with that bash from Soda.
Yeah, and I mean, with the Healing Tide down and the NS, they're going to give up. They know they're not going to get a kill right here, so why waste the damage? They force the cooldowns. They don't need it. But we do have that triple Howl coming out. There's a Hex on top of Halidar, so we cannot actually do anything about it. And they're getting the 3v1 here onto Channel. Channel actually going to pop those healing cooldowns immediately. He doesn't even want to risk dipping low here. Preemptive but at the same time, had he got deep freeze, that would have been a very, very good choice. So we do see now Ironbark Barksian as well coming out there onto Talbottar. Talbottar is going to have to use his Shaman Rage. Also, you know, as I said, just always trying to use that on the Frost Orb. You know, it gets so much damage, so many procs, so it's really it's a good time to use it.
What do you think of the target choices right here by LGIM? It looks like they're starting to go a lot more onto Chanimal. Is that the right target for them? I mean, we talked about it before, that Talbottar we thought would be the main target, but they were going on to Soda, but now they're going on to Chanimal. What do you have to say about that?
I mean, I feel like it's a bit of a desperation move, if I'm honest. I think they're just saying it's not working, we're losing, we have to mix it up. But I think Chanimal's playing properly, will not die here. We'll see if they can prove me wrong, though. He's going to be put into the death coil, but so far they've put some damage into him, but really have they got him below 80%? I don't think so. So you know, I just think that Warlock's with the port, with, you know, the two hybrids supporting him is not really the right choice, because it's like, you know, if you go on one hybrid with the deep freeze, you just CC one person and you stop the healing. If you go on the DPS, you have to stop two people from healing.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I agree with you that it is kind of, you know, maybe they're just getting frustrated. They can't kill anything. They're kind of trying to swap things around. We see the deep on the Soda there. That looks like it's just for CC. I know that Skill Capped is going to be looking at I'm Shocky. They know he doesn't have a trinket for a few seconds. That's who their primary kill target is. They're going to be looking at him for the next kill attempt.
Yep, and there's that spell lock going to be used on Talbottar. Will lock him out, but not too big of a deal. We can see that the Lava Surges actually do unlock.
That's a bash into clone right there on I'm Shocky. It's going to get a block out of Avenger there. So, you know, Skill Capped showing that they can pretty much go on any single target on this team. We do see
there's
the
a
orb
swap
right there.
On the Soda, though. He's going to have to do a Barks in immediately, but he has no hots on himself. A lot of damage coming in. Do they have a death coil to follow up? Doesn't look like it. He will be able to displace her away. He's going to be okay, but some major damage did come out. He was able to hold his trinket, though. Now, once again, going to go for that Soul of the Forest. Tranquility, which is just so powerful with that haste. And we do see Shocky catching away to spell. If they can get over to him now, he's actually rotting quite a bit, but Avenger now the target is going to have to pull back. Nuker rotting a little bit here himself as well. We can see Talbottar is low on mana, but not that big of a deal. Shocky so far, you know, has maintained incredibly well, but we're getting into that dampening territory now.
I mean,
and
we're at about 6.5 minutes right now, so dampening is going to be picking up. We're going to see this MLS team probably starting to struggle a little bit. The swaps onto Skill Capped are going to be stronger. You know, everything's going to start picking up pace here in the next few minutes here.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, as we talked about Heart of the Wild, it does come up, you know, probably around the 8:30 mark, something like that, depending on when Soda used it. So that's massive, because once dampening's at that point, you add in that, and I just think that that's pretty much their strategy. I feel like they're just waiting for the second Heart of the Wild, and then they're just going to try to finish the deal.
Right, and I mean, we did just see a full sheep onto Soda. That was a shamanistic rage out of Talbottar there. He's not going to have that if they do a setup on him next.
Yep, he will not have that, and that is huge, but Soda still has a trinket. Talbottar has his as well, so it's going to be hard to get that kill. They're going to have some incredible CC coming out to be able to land that, I do believe, because with both of them having it available. And Soda, he does still have 3 minutes on that Heart of the Wild, so he used it a little bit later this game. You know, it could be somewhere closer to 2.5 or something like that, but I don't think it updates until it's actually under that. But regardless, you know, it will be coming up around 10 minutes then, and that's going to be when you're already at 30% healing debuff on the whole team, and I think that's a pretty
big
good
move right
there.
there. I'm Shocky was stuck in a short fear, didn't have his tremor available, decided to trinket it, so he's not going to have that up. I'm Nooker was dipping a little bit low. Maybe he got scared, so he's not going to have that available.
Oh, there's a shock on the water elemental, though, and Avenger in some trouble here. He's trying to get that resummon, but he almost died without ice blocking there because of that shock. He was locked out briefly, went down to about 100k HP. Now going to be going for the sheep. He actually sheeps Soda on the clone. Soda unable to shift that. This could be some trouble here, perhaps, if they can get something set up off of this. There's the ring. I think they may want to try to go for the deep freeze off the ring, but are they going to be able to get it? Yeah, there's the orb coming out, but unfortunately the deep freeze is a little bit too late, so he's going to be able to get around the corner. I'm not sure that the orb is actually connecting with him. Nuker actually going to be the one dipping here as well. You can see he's caught into that cap stun. He is running down to about half HP. Avenger, though, going to have to pop the temporal here. He's getting pretty low himself, down to about half HP. Soda pulling back, just haunting his team back up. Chanimals will be sheeped off, but that's going to be dispelled immediately. And just Skill Capped in complete control this game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we did see the deep. You know, Barkskin was used by Soda there. They didn't really get too much there. I feel like they should have went on Talbottar with that deep orb. He's the one who didn't have Shamanic's Rage. Again, maybe switching targets a little bit too much. We do see the deep right there,
comes
though.
out. The MCS as well. Neither of them going to trinket. A little bit of a risky move, but he knows he has that Nature's Guardian. It will proc, and that's going to be enough. You know, with that Cenarian Ward coming out as well. So he is going to be okay. We see that that beam going down on Shocky. I'm not sure if that was a lock or just kind of a preemptive thing there from Talbottar, but he is going to be spamming out those chain lightning, trying to spread the damage around here as those players do group up. The Shadow Fury going down, going to land on both the DPS from LGIM, but Talbottar, you know, is kind of rotting. And
yeah,
I feel
he does not have Shamanistic Rage.
Soda's in the
yes, he could go down. And they connect. Wow.
Yeah, just
taking a game from Skill Capped.
That was a huge play there. You know, right before, you know, I called it Soda just getting too aggressive, man.
Right.
There was
I mean,
of them were
both of them
trinketing.
have their trinket up. Exactly. We talked about it.
Yeah.
They used Shamanix's Rage earlier.
Yeah.
But again, you know, underestimating the amount of damage, dampening, changing things up a little bit.
Well, and Soda, you know, he was just going a little bit too aggressive. I think he was actually trying to, you know, maybe, you know, gain him some combo points or just get a little bit too CC.